Sean Sewell with Engearment.com, and this is going to be a review on the ChiliSleep System's ChiliPad Pro and the Dock Pro units. Just came out here in 2022. Also, I'm going to do a comparison to the Ooler, which we've been using for the last year and a half, and the ChiliPad Original. So we've got extensive experience with the ChiliSleep systems. We've been using them for about 2 years now. We have a detailed review on the ChiliSleep Cube, the Ooler, and the Chili Blanket, as well as the ChiliPad. So I'm really excited to present this to you, how we've been using the new ChiliPad Pro and the Dock Pro. Let's get into it. So we have here a king-size bed, not a California king, just a king-size bed my wife and I share. And I have the ChiliPad Pro right here. And this is the ChiliPad Original. This one has year and a half of use, still going strong. You can wash it, you can wash this one. The ChiliPad Original has tubes that circulate the water. This is the main tube right here that goes to the control unit, the Ooler or the Chili Cube. And you put in there distilled water, and I'll show you how to do that here in part 2. And then that pumps the water into these tubes that circulate throughout the pad. Now you can set the temperature. I have mine usually set to 64 degrees Fahrenheit. You can have it come up to like 110, 115 to warm you up. Anything in between. You can set that all in the Ooler app or the Chili app. Very easy to use, and of course we have the detailed review on the Ooler system and the ChiliPad Original. But let's get into the ChiliPad Pro, the differences and what you might appreciate about it. One, the actual build construction I like better because it has this really nice elastic band right here that secures really well onto the mattress. As you can see here with the ChiliPad Original, you have 2 straps. And they've worked fine, but this is just really secure. The build quality seems even higher. And the coolest part, no pun intended, is there's no tubes. So it does have the main tube right here to put the water into the ChiliPad Pro, but there's no wires, so there's no EMFs, and there's no tubes, so you don't feel any tubes. Not that the tubes on the ChiliPad were discouraging to use, but if you go through and feel it, you can feel it with your hands. Once you put your sheets on there, it's not really something I would notice, and we've used it every night for a year and a half. Slept great. But the ChiliPad Pro steps it up with the construction and having a seamless build. It's 5 times more powerful, and I can attest to that because I've been using this. I put to my 64 degree temperature I usually use. I had to immediately bump it up to 66. It got cold fast. They were not kidding when they said this is going to freeze people out. Very impressive. So again, comparison, this is the ChiliPad Pro king size me, not we, me. The we would be the 2-person size pad, and we'll have 2 tubes coming out. This is the me size. There's also, of course, a queen size, so size accordingly. In part 2, I'm going to go into the Dock Pro system, which is really nice upgrade compared to the Ooler, which we absolutely love the Ooler. We have 2 Oolers, we have 1 Chili Cube. We have reviews on the Ooler as well as the Chili Cube as well as the ChiliPad and the weighted blanket. So we know this stuff pretty well inside and out. And we also have a podcast with the co-founder, Terry Youngblood, on the Engearment podcast if you want to check that out, on the science of sleep. It's really fascinating stuff. Plus a discount code for all of you. So let's get into part 2, comparing the Dock Pro to the Ooler, how they work, how the app works, water, filling them up, and all that stuff. Stay tuned. The ChiliSleep Dock Pro and the ChiliSleep Ooler. All right, this is gonna be fun. So this is the new Dock Pro. Just came out here in the spring of 2022. We've been testing it here. In part 1, we went over the ChiliPad Pro that it came with and what we like about that and how that works. In this part 2, we're gonna go into the Dock Pro as well as comparing to the Ooler, which we've been using for a year and a half plus. My wife and I each have an Ooler, going to the ChiliPad Original, and love it, as you can tell in our detailed review on that. So here we have them side by side. The Ooler looks a lot smaller here on top of the table, but they both fit under our bed just slightly. And this one has a little bit more room, as you can see, to slide under the bed. They recommend not putting on carpet, so putting on hardwood or linoleum or on whatever harder surfaces. But to be totally honest, we've had ours on carpet the whole time. What I do to maintain it, besides cleaning the water out using distilled water, and they sell cleaning packets you can put in there once a month, once every 2 months. Honestly, it's probably how often we use them. And just dump out the water, and I go through and just kind of dust it, make sure there's no We have 2 dogs, 2 sizable dogs. Make sure there's no dog hair clogging anything up, and it's been fine. So I know it's recommended to be used on a flat surface, but truth be told, we have used it on carpet, under our bed, and been good to go, been very satisfied. The Dock Pro, it takes a lot of the things from the Ooler. It's the same idea. Both of them connect in the back, right here, to the tubes that I showed you earlier on the ChiliPad and ChiliPad Pro. On the Dock Pro, it's the same thing. Connects to the tubes right here. Power goes right here. They share the same cable. This one draws a little bit more power, 95 watts I believe, and this one's 60 some watts. And other than that, it's a very similar idea. They draw air in, a fan rotates, pushes the water into the ChiliPads. How they differ is this one, the Ooler, connects to your phone or tablet or whatever device via Bluetooth and goes to its app. The Dock Pro has a different app, and I'll put a screenshot of each of those below, and connects to your Wi-Fi, and they both can turn on at a certain time. For example, at 9:30 I get an alert from the Ooler, the app, saying, hey, it's time for bed. The Ooler is already on and turned to 64 degrees, which is where I like to keep it, and then it turns off at 6 a.m. all on its own. I had to set it once. The only maintenance I have to do to it is, like I said, change out the water or top off the water. There's a little indicator light saying low water. You top off with distilled water and make sure there's nothing really blocking the vents, and you're good to go. Very low key, very low maintenance. The Dock Pro is bigger, it's more powerful, still fits under the bed like I mentioned. The water reservoir is actually removable, as you can see here. And when you first get your Dock Pro, open it up. In here will be a cleaning solution. Just open that cleaning solution up, dump into the reservoir right here, and top off with 1,300 milliliters, 1.3 liters, about half a gallon of water. And you are good to go. And just like the Ooler, power button, down, up, LED indicators telling you what the temperature is, what temperature it's set to, and if you need to add water. A little water icon will show up. Simply top it off until the water icon goes away. Very streamlined. My experience with the app with the Ooler has been great. My experience with the ChiliSleep Dock Pro was pretty funny. By default, it was set to 2 hours difference to New York City. We're here in Denver in Mountain Time. And so at 3:30 a.m. the first day, the alarm went off to raise the temperature from the 66 degrees I keep this one at to 115. I was hoping it would go off at 5:30 my time. So don't make my mistake. Go into the app and set your location so you don't get woken up a couple hours early. Just friendly advice. Here, see them side by side. Hopefully this gives you a size comparison. They're both really quiet. This one's actually quieter. I believe 41 or 44 decibels. This one was right around 50. My wife is a really light sleeper. I can't usually run a fan or humidifier or anything up in our bedroom, but we run these and we're good to go. Plus, the quality of sleep we feel like we get it's worth it. Hopefully seeing these side by side helps you get an idea of how much space they'll take up, how we use them, and then hopefully seeing the smile on my face, the quality of sleep is a good testimony to the fact that we do really like them. They are an investment. I understand that. They are a significant investment. So is your mattress, so is your couch, so is anything that you use every day. So think about that. ChiliSleep, nice people over there, send over a discount code. I'll put that right there. So you can plug that in and save a significant amount of money if you do choose to purchase this. The links below are affiliate links. They support ChiliSleep. They support us as well. So if you're going to purchase it, thank you very much for using those links. If you have questions, and I know you will, put them in the comments below and I'll get right back to you. If you found this helpful, a thumbs up would be appreciated. If you want to see more gear review videos like this, right as the gear is coming out or before it even comes out, best way to see that is to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Sean Sewell, owner and director of Stoke for Engearment.com. For my family and yours, take care.